go. And the next one, please. What's your postcode then, son?
E1 2UX.
E1 2UX. Right, well, there's the E. 1. Thank you. 2. You. Hey, son. That's a nice bike. Had it postcoded yet? Have you had your postcode stamped on it in case you lose it? Well, give it here then. It won't take a minute. No charge. What's your postcode then? Postcode? Tell me your postcode.
198 E1 5YP.
You know that Bowles trophy reported stolen yesterday, worth 200 quid? Mobilise all units, what we pay our taxes for.
Mr. Joseph T. Barnard.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Joseph T. Barnard has stuck it in a cupboard out the way.
She should do the same with her husband.
Hey, lads, he's coming, and he's got the people with him.
You want to grow up, Shaw?
But nothing was stolen from the car, sir. I see. And the time? Well, as near as you can. Would have been better if you'd rang us right away, really, sir.
Viv, no, heads down, he's coming over here. Shh.
Right, well, an officer will call as soon as possible, sir. Thank you.
Where's Inspector Kyle?
Isn't he in his office, sir?
No.
Got a 999 coming through from the yard, Sarge.
Probably wants to buy a car.
It's a bus, actually.
We're supposed to be going on holiday today, but I don't know that I feel up.
It's a bleeding milk bottle.
He's only 9. He's old enough to nearly kill my wife, for God's sake.
Yes, but he is under the age of criminal responsibility.
Are you telling me he can't be punished? Is that what you're telling me? Oh,
Now, look, sir, let's not make things worse than they already are. Come on, your wife's waiting.
You want horse whipping, you little yobbo, you.
Blankets, yes. Bog rolls, disposable razors, shaving cream. Seem to be running out of tampons.
Sorry, Sarge?
Tampons, you know. Well, perhaps you don't. I reckon Martella nixed them.
Morning, Tom.
Hi, Ted.
Right, McClafferty, sell one. Let's go.
Can't see him yet, mate. He's still on his rest period.
What?
Got to have his 8 hours. That won't be until 9:45, I'm afraid.
But I'm due in court at 10 on another case. I was hoping to be able to...
Pace says.
Pace bloody says. Why should that bastard have 8 hours skip? I've only had 3.
And he's up for review again at midday. You better get your act together, Ted. Otherwise you're going to get back from court and find him gone.
I better bloody not, mate. I spent months on this thing.
Unless I've got the Chief Super's squiggle on this at 12, authorising extension of custody, McClaverty's out. I shall be required by law to release him.
Right.
Yes, it certainly still is open to abuse. You might at least check with the officer concerned before you... Yes, I appreciate that. Well, thank you for your help. I shall be writing to the editor. Yes?
Excuse me, sir. Could I see you for a minute, please?
Not now, Ted. Brian, in here.
Morning, Ted.
Shut the door.
Morning.
Seen this week's edition of The Job, have you?
Cottage in Devon sleeps 5, sir. Looks good value.
Not the cottage in Devon, man, the car. The D-registration Volvo, my car.
Your car, sir? I hadn't realised you were selling it.
I'm not selling it. Some cheeky bastard has put that out in there as a piss take. I had 6 phone calls last night and 3 this morning before breakfast. Do you find that amusing?
Not particularly, sir, no.
Well, somebody in this nick obviously does.
Very disappointing, sir. One expects discipline and professionalism, not schoolboy pranks. I mean, they haven't even asked a sensible price. This way? She will be in, won't she? Yeah, Mum?
No.
No. Mrs. Gillis?
What's up? Here, why are you at school?
Thought it might be a good idea to throw a milk bottle on the bus.
You did what, you little sod?
Mrs. Gilbert, do you think we could come inside?
No. No, I don't want him in the house. He ain't coming inside. Do you hear me, you little sod? I don't want nothing more to do with you. I've had enough. You're more trouble than the other 6 put together. Go on, sling her up.
Mrs. Gilbert!
Oh, just take him away. Lock him up. Do what you like.
I'll be late for school.
Yes, lads.
We like fishing over at the canal.
And we've seen the geezer dump this, so we fished it out.
Well, what's in it? Have you looked?
Yeah, and it ain't just rubbish, that's why I brought it in.
Sarge?
Well, yeah, then take them on upstairs.
Just your savings stamps? Where'd they come from?
They fished them out the canal.
Yeah? Well, can you spare us a few minutes? Give us all the details. Like exactly where you found them and what time, so forth. Right, I'll take you through to there. Dinesh! Very man. Sergeant Penny finished with you?
Yes, Sergeant.
Good. Go upstairs to CID and tell them we've got a couple of customers in the interview room and get this lot bagged, counted and labelled before any of them go missing, right?
Well, it's no use asking me to interview McClavity, is it?
It's no bloody use asking you to do anything.
Ted, it's your case. I don't know anything about it.
I wouldn't mind having a bash.
Tom Penny actually enjoys it. That's what really gets up my nose. He seems to think that the sole purpose of a custody officer is to let villains go.
But I think it's a good thing. Look, we all
shut up. Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Well, you shouldn't be long in court anyway.
What? With a not guilty plea? And His Gracious Majesty Judge Prudhoe presiding? He takes a half an hour to sum up the date. No, it's no use. I'm just going to have to go and see Brownlow again.
CID Dashwood. Ted. Maggie.
Oh. Yes, love. No, I hadn't forgotten. No, look, I'll do it. I said I'd do it, didn't I? Right, I'll see you in the wine bar at 6:30, all right? Okay, what? Well, yes, of course I do. Right, bye. Shit. What time do restaurants open?
Proper one. Not yet. Why?
I'm supposed to have booked the table for 8 o'clock tonight. I don't suppose I could leave that in your capable hands, could I? You're, after all, the Sloane Ranger of East 1.
Be a pleasure, Ted. What are you celebrating?
Anniversary of our first bunk up.
Ever think you'll celebrate yours, Jim?
Sorry.
Nothing.
Right, we have two lads downstairs you might like to talk to.
I'll go. Where are they?
Interview room.
One more for post, Cody.
Hardly. Don't even want this one back.
With a total face value of £132,550.
And they reckon there are more sacks in the canal.
Well, altogether, they saw 3 being thrown in. Now, descriptions of the 2 men involved. Now, both were white. One short, middle-aged, bald, wearing jeans and yellow sweatshirt. The other was tall, in his middle 20s, with blonde hair, glasses, grey tracksuit and white trainers. And they both drove off in a green Vauxhall Cavalier.
Very good, Jim.
Oh, not at all, sir. They were very cooperative.
Eat a lot of carrots with their fish, do they?
Sorry, sir.
These lads, grey tracksuit, green Vauxhall Cavalier, small mole behind the left ear. Bloody good descriptions for 5 o'clock in the morning, aren't they?
Well, it's not pitch black at that time, sir.
True. How come it took them so long to get here?
Sir, I don't think they're lying. What would be the point?
All right. Let's just not take everything at face value.
Is that a joke, Gov?
No, it is not a joke, PC Carver. You're in CID now. Just because a couple of lads come in here with a bag full of stamps and a load of old fanny does not mean we give them the Duke of Edinburgh's award, does it?
Oh, but it does show a certain amount of public spirit in us, surely, sir. I mean, we're always the first to start to slag off juveniles. Why not give credit where it's due for a change, sir?
Has the thought crossed your mind they may be part of the gang? Maybe they fed us that to keep us off the scent. Now, 1. Have you checked to see if they've got a club number? 2, have you called the parents in so we can do some proper questioning? And 3, have you asked Hollis for forgery intelligence?
No, sir.
No. Well, let's do the job properly, shall we?
Let's go.
Then we'll dish out the pats on the head. And, I'll ask the chief super, see if we can call a frogman out.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ah, morning, sir. Has Brian mentioned to you about these stamps?
Vaguely.
Only we need a diver to fish out the rest. Well, that is if there are any more, of course. So if you can authorise...
Yes, well, Roy, whatever you think.
Right, and your car?
What about it?
Well, no official transport this morning.
My driver's sick.
Only we've got a stolen vehicle coming in, and the way you've parked the Volvo, well, it's a bit difficult to...
My car, Roy, stays where it is until I am ready to move it.
Ah, sir.
What about?
Desmond McLafferty, the armed robbery suspect. Listen, he's up for review again at 12 o'clock. There won't be any problems authorising further detention, will there?
And you better ask me that at 12 o'clock.
Well, no, you see, the problem is I'm in court all morning, so I may not get a chance to interrogate him further before then.
What about Inspector Galloway?
Well, not with this forgery thing that he's involved in now. Anyway, I know all the background on this. McLafferty is a crafty bastard. You've got to be in on his wavelength. You can't just allow anybody to go in there
Any
with
progress since the last review? Charges imminent?
Well, no, that's why I'm asking you about it now.
Well, I am not going to rubber stamp an extension, Sergeant. That would create a very dangerous precedent.
Of course, Brownlow ain't got a sense of humour, you see. There'd be no point in winding him up if he had, would there? But anyway, he can't prove any of us put it in, can he?
Proof's not required, mate. We're police constables, not criminals. Whoa. Smile in the next month, just screw us to the floor. What, me say? Oh, yes, guilty.
Were you born with the untan, or did it grow on you?
Well, it's bloody true, isn't it? The same as out on the street. Policeman's place is in the road.
Pardon me for asking, but how do you lot feel about hepatitis B?
Why, got it, have you, Reg?
No, it's just I've been looking into it, that's all, see.
What happened to stress?
Ah, well, this is all part of it.
Ah, it would be.
The pressure of dealing with deadly viruses. There's no cure, you know, and there's 1,000 ways of picking it up. They reckon that it can get in through the tiniest scratch. There you are.
Here, Reg. Viv and June share a razor. They haven't got it yet.
Or there's your mucous membranes. Now, hang on, just think how many times you have been bitten or spat on, right?
Not me, Reg. I'm not married.
Or there's all those bleeding casualties at road accidents. Infected secretions everywhere.
Oh, my God.
They reckon that even tears can spread it. Anyway, the point being, a lot of casualty staff and some dentists are being vaccinated now, so why not us?
Well, you can always go to your GP.
Yeah, but we shouldn't have to, should we? We are at a frontline risk, right?
Frontline? In the collator's office?
All the Met should be done in one go.
Need a bloody big needle, eh?
Yeah. Anyway, look, I just thought that you'd like to know that as the Federation rep, I am actively pursuing the matter. That's all. I will.
It's nice to know that, Reg.
Yeah, but look, don't you want that?
Nah.
Well, I'll have it. Look, here we go. Oh, Nick.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Sure? Your presence is requested.
Dear, oh, dear.
All right.
Oh, grass. Ackland.
Got it now, cooker.
Chief Super?
No. Bob Cryer. He's got a job for you.
Alec. Did you want to see me, Sarge?
Oh, yeah. We've just had a message come through from Norbury Nick. They picked up your mate Scanlon. Want to know if we can come and collect?
Yeah?
Yeah, the trouble is I haven't got a spare motor. I've got 2 off the road today.
That's all right, Sarge. I don't mind using my own.
Yeah?
Yeah, 4-door lockable.
You still insured?
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah, all right. Take June Ackland with you.
Ackland? Oh, Sarge.
I should keep you on the straight and narrow. Unless you'd rather not go at all, of course. Sir?
Are you going walkabout this morning?
Yeah, just about to go off any minute now, sir.
Take this on board for me, would you? Prospective recruit Essex Constabulary.
Right.
Is that all right, Sarge?
Yeah, OK. Oh, Tarnley Avenue. Well, that'd be good for tea and buns. Yeah, no problem, sir.
Thank you.
Here's that clipboard.
This hoax advert, Bob, the Chief Super's car being put up for sale. My money would be on shore, wouldn't yours? Enjoy your tea and bun.
Right. Now, you sure you got everything you need?
Everything but a hole in the head. Oh, shit! Come on. Open the door.
See you later. Good luck. It's due in court, and I'm off to the canal, Sarge. Mind you don't fall in.
Right. That's 3 places where it's definitely not safe to play. Who can tell me another one?
By the electricity things.
Right. Electricity substations. I'm not sure I can spell that. E-L-E-C-T-R-I-C-I-T-S-T-A-T-I-O-N-S. Yes! Well done, everybody. Right, can anybody tell me any more?
When you sign for Scanlon's property, make sure you get the pink slip, because it's going to be down to you when you get back here.
Yes, Sarge.
And don't be all day about it either.
No, I won't, Sarge.
Right, what's your mileage?
46951.
All right, June?
Terrific, Sarge. Thanks a lot.
All right, have a nice day.
Relax and enjoy, Hackers. We are prisoner collection dedicated. No bugger can touch us. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so.
We've got that meeting with you.
We have, yes. Yes, can I help you?
Mr. Fielding, please. PC Edward, Sun Hill.
Uh-huh. What's the problem?
No problem, sir. Just passing on a message from our youth and community section.
Yes, well, I'd prefer you people to ring rather than just bowl in here, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, sir.
Nothing personal, but your presence is against the authorities' guidelines. I wouldn't want to get labelled as a collaborator.
Your predecessor, Miss Roberts, didn't seem to worry too much about that, sir.
Miss Roberts thought education was simply teaching kids to read, write, and think. That's why she's not here anymore. So, youth and community?
Yes, they're planning a new anti-drugs campaign. Just wanted to know how you felt.
I'm against drug abuse.
No, about access. They'd like to come in and talk to the kids, show a video, and then answer some questions.
Nope.
We are getting quite a good response from other schools in the area, sir.
Primary schools, I think. My understanding is that we secondary schools are rock solid. No access, no brainwashing, no spying.
Oh, come on, Mr. Fielding. You don't believe all that crap, surely?
It's the collective view of my democratically elected employers.
Yes, but this is your school.
Yes, and I intend it to stay that way.
It's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it? I mean, what about the parents? Well, kids themselves.
I happen to think that I have a lot to offer these kids, and if making ritual faces at Bogey Bill means I can get on with the job, then consider yourself spat upon. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
Fair enough. Sorry to have caused you any embarrassment, sir. I'll, just step out via the window, shall I?
That won't be necessary.
See some of your lads at the next riot, no doubt.
I know women can't navigate, but we should have done a left there, shouldn't we?
That's right. We're going the pretty way.
Right, Graham. As I said to your mum on the telephone, this is purely routine. It's just a chat before exam and interview. Nothing to worry about. More to make sure that you know what you're letting yourself in for, really.
Well, you've got no worries on that score. He knows all about pace and riot control. Watches all the TV documentaries and so forth. Well, we all take an interest, don't we, Joe?
Yes.
We're very pro-police. One of the few families left in London that is, as far as I can make out. Law and order. Seem like dirty words, especially round here.
More tea, Sergeant Graham.
Yes, that'd be lovely, Miss Driscoll. Thank you.
Of course, I wanted him to go in the army.
Oh, yes.
I was in the army.
Thank you.
Went all over. It's a good life.
Not anymore, it's not. Not when you can get sent to Northern Ireland.
I was in Cyprus. What's the difference?
It's colder, Dad.
What?
So what made you decide on Essex then, Graham?
She decided on Essex. He ought to be in the Met. That's where the work needs doing.
There's more to being a policeman than hitting blacks on the head, Dad.
Yes, we like to think so.
Stuck in the sticks, miles from anywhere. If he joined the Met, he could still live at home.
Now where you going?
Shopping. Won't take long.
We're miles off our ground, you realise that?
We can still be at Norbury within an hour, provided you help, that is. Look, we're having a party at the flat tonight, and I said that I'd get the booze, you see. But it's less hassle at this time of day.
Oh.
We'll load up, drop it off at the flat, then on to Norbury. If you can manage to get the beer, I'll get the rest.
You what? I haven't even been invited to the bloody party.
I never thought you'd want to come.
I don't. So why should I put my job on the line doing your shopping when I'm supposed to be on duty?
All right. Stop it, car, like a wimp.
Shut up! I see. Well, not to worry. No. Thanks very much. Bye. Hello, Ted. That was quick.
Duty states.
What?
His Majesty wants to see the duty states.
Thought you already took it.
Well, I bloody didn't.
Oh, restaurants. Gay Hussars fully booked.
Well, thank God for that.
Right, can we go now, please?
Certainly, Hackers.
Where is your flat, anyway?
Oh,
Eh?
Plumstead, actually.
Poor soul.
Well, what do you think, Sergeant? Not exactly a chip off the old block, but I reckon there's something in there if you dig deep enough.
I think you'll do very well in Essex, Mr. Driscoll. Thank you. Right.
Cryer would go bananas when he clocks the mileage. You do realise that?
Worry, worry, worry.
I'm not worried. You're the driver.
No risk, no fun. Boring.
Well, stop then!
Oh, bloody hell.
Terribly sorry. My fault entirely.
Not to worry, sir. These things happen. I did stop a bit sharpish.
Well, even so, I was far too close.
It's a little bump, sir, that's all.
Well, no. I mean, mine's all right, but I'm afraid your back's quite stoved in. I really think you ought to get out and have a... Police?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't stop.
What's the score? 2 more sacks and a perforating machine gun. Come and have a look.
Reckon that's the lot?
Well, they seem to think so, yeah. They really know what they're doing, Gov. You should have seen the way they...
Bad news for you, Jim. It's all going up the road.
What, the odds, sir?
Yep.
But aren't we going to...
Initial statements, fingerprints, a lot. Up the road.
But, Gov!
Sorry. Big potatoes, apparently. Good time with some other gear found upriver. Multi-million-pound forgery racket and all that. Yard don't want us buggering up their investigation.
We wouldn't bugger it up, Gov.
No, we wouldn't, but that's not the point. It's out of our league. It's SO1's job. Now, anyway, you haven't got time for the big stuff. I got a little old lady back at it, been conned out of £5. I want you to go back and sort her out.
Oh, £5?
Yes, PC Carver. £5. Go on, off you go.
Sir?
Oh, sorry, Bob, I'm in a hurry.
Well, that's all right.
Whoa! Wrong bloody year.
Oh, bastard.
Should I have a go?
Need something heavier. Shift out. Shift, move, will you?
Oh. Huh? I'm in fuses as well.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Nick. What a shame.
Just give us a hand with this, will you?
There you go.
This is terrible.
You could always have a boot party. You know, give everyone a straw.
Now what have you done?
Oh, Mrs. Singleton?
Yes, dear.
PC Carver, CID.
Oh.
Now, I understand you've been the victim of a confidence trick.
Yes, I think so, dear. It's not far, you see, and I haven't got a phone.
Well, it's very good of you to come down. I wonder if you could tell me exactly what happened.
It was my cigarette money. Well, I've been trying to cut down, you see. Otherwise, I would have realised before this morning, but it must have been then because I remember putting it on the shelf when I got my pension. They were looking for a mouse.
You sure you don't want to come in and get cleaned up?
Why, you got a spare skirt?
Suit yourself.
Stanley's going to be out on parole by the time we get there, as it is.
Good morning, Mrs. Tinsley.
Yes.
Just thought I'd tell you we've found your bike.
I'm sorry.
Well, maybe not yours, like, but your son or your daughter's.
Raymond hasn't got a bike.
What's that?
He says they found a bike.
What bike? A white BMX with your postcode on it.
We ain't got a bike.
I've told him that.
You're a bleeding menace. We don't let our Raymond have one.
Of course, they have on this estate.
Yeah.
They do. Ruined all the grass.
That's right.
And you take your life in your hands when you open the door.
Say
now,
that
a lot
again.
of them have got them electronic siren things too, so you've got the noise as well.
I work nights, I need my sleep.
Ron dreads the holidays with that row going on all the time.
Ooh. Well, it seems quiet enough now.
At school, ain't they?
Well, some of them.
Anyway, you reckon it's not yours then?
Afraid not.
What about next door?
Oh, no, definitely wouldn't be his.
Why not?
He's 84.
They're all old in this block, except us.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm sorry to have bothered you then.
All
I'll let you get back to sleep. Sierra Oscar from 148, receiving, over.
Sierra Oscar, receiving.
Viv, that bike, 22 Nutcombe Gardens, deny all knowledge. Tell Robin Frank to get his act together, will you? The postcode must be wrong.
This is the white BMX we're talking about, is it, Yorkie? The one with all the gubbins?
Yes!
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's just been reported stolen.
Not by a Mr. and Mrs. Tinsley, I hope.
No, a Mr. Randall of Grendale Lane. He's described the bike exactly, but he's never had it postcoded.
But it is postcoded.
Well, he says he's never had it done, and his son hasn't either.
Tell him to forget the bike and assist Panda 3 with.
Yorkie.
Yes.
We've had a call from Trenaway Children's Home. Can you assist Panda 3 in dealing, please?
And Taff can pick him up on the high road.
And Taffy will pick you up.
I heard.
What's up at Trenaway? Drugs again?
No, they've got a problem with one of your proteges. You know, the one who goes missing 3 times a week.
Jake Weston?
Ah, that's the boy. They want to move him to a secure unit. Only your Jake doesn't want to go.
Right, mate.
New head at Rothwell Manor's a bit of a joke, isn't he?
Oh, Fielding?
Yeah.
Nah, he's all right. Just labouring under difficulties, you might say.
Well, aren't we all?
Hello, Mary.
It's Jake.
Yeah, I can hear. Let's fill in with him.
Yeah.
It's all right if we go through. I like Cobb.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Hello.
No!
All right, Jake.
Piss off.
You can never tell with Jake. I hoped he'd be okay.
Well, there's not a lot we can do, Phil. We can prevent a breach of the peace, but apart from that...
No, I know that. But I thought he was going to cut up rough for a minute, and he does relate to you. Hopefully, he'll calm down a bit now. Okay. You're going to be a bit more reasonable now, Jake. Look, Clindon Hill is what's called an assessment centre. It's there to sort out people's problems.
I ain't got no problems.
It's modern and it's comfortable, not like this dump.
It's a bleating prison.
It's not.
Why me? I ain't done nothing wrong.
Now, that's not strictly true, is it? What about the knife?
Yeah, everyone brings knives in here, don't they? Why pick on me?
Nobody's picking on you, Jake.
You are, you all are. I want to stay here.
Nobody's picking on you. We just have to decide what's best for you and all the other kids.
They like me. All of them. You go and ask them. They don't want me to go.
But you can't stay here forever, Jake. Nobody can. That's the point. We have to decide what's going to happen to you next. And to decide that, lots of people need to be able to talk to you.
Well, let them come here then, eh?
Oh, isn't that a bit selfish? It'd be a lot easier at Clindon Hill.
I know for a fact they've got a snooker table at Clindon Hill. We can still play once a week, Jake.
Bollocks.
So, Mrs. Singleton's is exactly the same MO as the other three. Elderly occupant, garden at back, kids knock on the door, excuse me, missus, we think our mouse has got in. 2 in the garden, looking for the mouse, and 1 in the house searching for cash, yeah?
There must have been millions in them sacks.
Oh, for God's sake, stop sulking. Petty theft, Jim. Petty theft, vandals, muggers and perverts, that's our job. You knew about that before you applied for bloody CID. Anyway, those are the things the great British public care about. They don't give a toss about forgery. Ah, hello, Trattoria de Gennaro.
Here we are then. Not too bad for time, really.
No, just about 200 quid out of pocket. You're not going to make that up in your mileage allowance.
You coming in, Hackers?
Why do you keep calling me Ackers? The name is WPC Ackland or June.
What's wrong with Hackers?
I reckon you're frightened of me.
Not because you might grass me up over the booze.
I won't grass you up. I don't think you can handle women.
1 bunch of keys, 1 ballpoint pen, 1 steel comb, 1 leather belt, 1 Swiss Army knife.
We won't need the cuffs, will we?
I wouldn't have thought so. You two been on the piss?
More the other way round, really. No, we haven't.
Right then, Mr. Scanlon. Shall we get off? Want to get in here, or do you want to drive?
I expect I'll be all right.
Yeah, quite safe. It's as queer as a £9 note, really.
Perhaps you'd rather sit next to him then.
Look, Eric has been waiting out there for over an hour now. This really isn't fair on him, is it, eh?
Look, can I make a suggestion? Why don't we just put him on the bus?
Do you want to come and try it, dickhead?
Right, Sonny, out! Come on! Piss balling of
Girls, come on! Take me in!
It's going to be all right. I'm going to go with him. It'll be all right. It's going to be all right. I'm going to go with him, OK? Calm down. Listen, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Hey, G! Get in! G! Come on. Come on. Get up. Calm him down, fella, OK?
I'm sorry. Get in that van and
OK, now look, I'm going to go with him. It's going to be all right. I'll see you later. Get past this bastard.
But his problem done, is
Was that really necessary?
Solved your problem, didn't it?
Look, how are kids like him supposed to learn a different way?
They should have been taught a different way when they were 3 years old. It's far too bloody late now.
Come on, Mary, back inside. Back inside, everyone. Come on, let's go and eat.
I finished the train away and I'm back on patrol, currently in Branscott Road. Yorkie's on his way to the Clindon Hill Assessment Centre. Over.
Is that the home for naughty boys?
Yeah, Roger. Interested, are you? Stupid cow! Oh, sorry, just been carved up by a bloody woman driver. Excuse me, madam. Do you have a rear view mirror?
Sorry, dear?
I've been flashing you.
Oh, I always ignore flashes. Seen one, you've seen them all.
And you were all over the road.
Surely not, dear.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to take a breath
Oh,
test.
don't be so silly.
Look, madam, let's not be stupid about this. The law says I have the right to ask you to take a breath test, and if you refuse...
I do refuse. It's ridiculous.
Then I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Oh, for goodness sake. Let me go. Let go of me. Let me go. Oh, oh.
Thank you. That'll be sufficient. Seems to be positive, I'm afraid.
Oh, dear. I really did only have 2 glasses of sherry.
Some kind of a reception, was it?
Yes, Gabener, the big pharmaceutical firm. There was lunch as well, but
Perhaps you should have stayed for it.
What will happen?
Well, it seems the constable did have good cause to both stop you and ask for a breath test.
But it would be quite disastrous were I to lose my license. I mean, as a GP, I depend...
Yes, I know. Try not to worry about it. We'll see what we can do. You get yourself a cup of coffee. We'll let ourselves out. Sometimes I wish your mother had sent you to Essex, Edwards.
Just tell me what I was supposed to do then, Sergeant. She just tried to bloody walk away. She was as pissed as a newt.
Yeah, all right.
Sometimes I get really pissed off with people trying to treat us like shit.
Yes,
you know?
all right. I'll see you back at the Nick when you book off. Do you want a ride?
Stakeout shouldn't be too difficult. They only seem to operate in a very small area. Lunchtime, evening. Stakeout for kids. Wow.
Carver. All right, Ted, how are you? Yeah. Dump these upstairs for me, will you? Right.
Couldn't you have waited another half an hour?
53 minutes, to be precise.
Oh, for heaven's sake,
No,
man.
for heaven's sake, nothing. I'm not here for your convenience.
No, that's bloody true.
Can't work within the rules, Ted. That's down to you.
Don't be so smug.
I'm not being smug. You're losing your rag. You had no evidence on McClavity anyway.
Yeah, what the hell do you know about it?
Just one of the tired old lags you pull in every time. You want to start thinking with your brains, mate, instead of with your balls.
Tampon, Sarge.
Don't use them all at once.
You're a bit off your ground, aren't you?
I've just been playing nursemaid.
Me and all. Not having a happy time of it, aren't we?
Oh, I've just been down to Trudie Way and Clindon Hill, both in one morning. It's a bit depressing.
They're all little angels at heart, aren't they? Going back to the Nick?
No, if you could just drop me off somewhere near Stirling Terrace, I'd like to do a follow-up call on old Mrs. Singleton.
Right.
Minnie Cons paid her a visit last night.
Time was those little buggers were got whacked round the ear.
What was that then, Sarge? When policemen wore high hats?
Yeah. Big Ben was a wristwatch. Now, will this do you?
Yeah, cheers, Sarge.
All right, there's your girlfriend now.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you back there.
You all right, Mrs. Singleton? Come on, then. Tell me all about it. All right, love.
Here we go.
Didn't you lock it?
Oh, no, I suppose not.
Oh, no, I wish you'd let me fit you a door chain.
Oh, well, I don't want to live in a prison. Oh!
Oh,
dear.
Oh, what's up?
I must have left the tap on.
Come on, then, love.
Oh, dear. Oh.
Give me a bag. Come on, get through this. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
It's all right if I use these.
Oh. Oh.
Oi!
Sure.
Where have you been? Traffic were really heavy, Sarge. Hit and run.
Hit and run?
Yeah.
How do you run when you've hit someone up the arse?
Well, the impact knocked me forward, like, and giving me enough room to do a quick right and away, you know.
But you got his number?
No. We were too concerned about the kid.
What kid?
Well, the kid that dashed out in front of the car and caused me to brake.
Who also did a runner?
Yeah, kids there.
Right, I'll see your notebook in the morning.
Okay, Dad.
Mileage?
Yeah. We took a couple of wrong turnings. Ackland were navigating.
It's 10 miles to Norbury and 10 miles back. That's all you're getting, sure.
Sir?
Bob? Not a bad show.
Sir.
What a pity.
148, receiving.
Yes, Viv.
Good news, Yorkie. The mini-con merchants have just been sighted on your ground. Could you state your position, please?
I'm on my bloody hands and knees.
Sorry?
Stalling Terrace.
Mike and Jim are in Trebizond Road. Are you able to assist? Over.
Yeah, tell them I'll just wring out my socks and I'll be there. Over and out.
Are you ready for your tea now, dear?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Singleton, I've got to go out. Listen, I'll pop back later and finish off, OK? And will you please lock that door?
Ah, here it is. They've been reported in Fincham Road, just round the corner. Seen going into number 17. If we move quick enough, we're in with a good chance.
OK, then. Do you want me to go around the bike?
Yeah, go on.
OK.
Yeah.
He's the one that's got the money. Jimbo! Come here. Hey! Get the little one. Come here. Come here. Go on. Come on! Come on! Receiving. Over. Speak to me, Yorkie. Speak to me.
Well, I frankly don't see the problem, Sergeant. Even without the breath test, Edwards' evidence is more than sufficient to gain a conviction on failing to stop, driving while unfit.
Dr. Siddle has done an awful lot for this community in the past 30 years.
Sergeant, she could have ploughed through a zebra crossing full of school children.
But she didn't.
Drunken driving is a curse, Sergeant, and the law designed to prevent it must be enforced without fear or favour, as must any other law.
I can think of a dozen instances where we haven't pursued the letter of the law, sir.
I'm sorry?
Well, I mean that going in like Edwards did this morning would have caused a riot and landed him in the official shit. So please don't tell me that the policing of London is going to fall apart if we let old Dr. Siddle off with a warning.
I think we owe it to our men to back their judgment, wherever possible. Thank you, Edwards. Carry on.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Bob, but we must agree to differ on this one.
Whatever you think best, sir.
Oh, how was Master Graham Driscoll?
Well off out of it, sir. Excuse me, gents. Bob, the mouse men are in.
Oh, right. Thanks, Alec. Yeah.
Inspector's job, Sergeant. Have the parents been contacted?
Oh, we're still trying, sir. Well, we've got a teacher from their school coming in.
Another case cracked then, Carver?
Yeah, Philip Marlowe, eat your heart out, eh? Oh, he was terrific, Gov. Took the 8-year-old out, no bother. Right, let's get down the canteen, or there'll be sod all left.
You've booked my table for tonight?
Oh, yeah, the Golden Wok.
The Golden Wok?
By the Silverton Bypass. Their stewed carp and prunes is very good.
What you did was wrong. Very, very wrong. At this very moment, your mother and father are being informed of your misdemeanor. They will have to contend not only with the shame and embarrassment of coming here to this police station to collect you, but with the opprobrium of your neighbors, when the facts of your behavior become known, as they surely will. We must all accept the consequences of our own actions. And I can only impress upon you, Stephen and Gary, that the consequences will be serious indeed, should you ever proceed further down the road of crime upon which you have taken a first childish step. Do I make myself clear?
No. Why'd you do it, Gary? I don't know. Fun, I suppose.
Mr. Medhurst. Ah, Mr. Medhurst, thank you for coming in so...
You all right, lads? You enjoying yourself, then?
As I think was explained to you, Mr. Medhurst, your sons were apprehended whilst running...
Apprehended? They're not bleeding criminals, mate. They're just kids.
Nevertheless, Mr. Medhurst...
Last year, when my wife got mugged, there was sod all you could do about that, wasn't there? Oh, no. You didn't even bleeding well care.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, Tinsley's the name. Well, go on, tell him. Tell him.
I borrowed the bike.
Look at the officer when you're speaking to him.
I borrowed the bike.
Stole, Raymond. Stole.
I stole the bike.
Is this the white BMXer?
Yesterday. Well, go on.
And I was riding past the school this morning, and the man doing the postcode and called me over.
So he had our address stamped on it. Ours. Then he lost his nerve and dumped it.
Right, Mr. Tinsley.
Look, I know it's got to be done properly and all that, but... And he'll have to be charged and everything. But is there somebody in authority who can give him a right good rollicking here and now? Because that's what he needs.
Oh, shut your mouth! I'll do the talking if this goes any further. Right? And you! If you so much as look at one of my lads again, I love you, you wanker!
I think Inspector Kite could see you now, sir.
I should become communications dedicated if I was you, Smith.
Yeah, Yorkie. You all right? You don't know, look a funny colour.
Yeah, just a bit knackered, that's all.
Yeah, you haven't given any mouth-to-mouth recently, have you?
What?
No, it's nothing. I'll see you tonight then, Tough.
Yep. I'll be drinking a toast to Inspector Kate.
And don't forget to bring a bottle.
I thought you were supposed to be getting it in.
Boys only at the party, is it?
Piss off.
Oh, sure. Glad I called you. Can you spare a few minutes?
Yeah?
Yeah, come on.
What's the matter, Sarge?
There's a bloke on the front desk who's had a bit of a shunt, but he got the other bloke's number, and Greenwich Nick have put it through the computer and sent it on to us. Well, they thought we might be able to help, like. But he wants to exchange insurance details, see?
No, not really. What's it got to do with us?
Hello? Everything all right?